name's Haley, and this is Adaptive Handgun.
Yeah, I've been watching old Travis there lately. I've been looking at this video, watching this video from Panteo Productions, which is a new company that's come on the market over the last few months, marketing training videos. And I think that, we've all kind of seen those, and it's kind of fitting that old Travis is doing one there, since he was one of the primary figures behind Magpul, which sort of raised the bar for the whole video training industry and the firearms business to begin with. Let's adjust the camera a little. And so it kind of occurred to me, to kind of talk a little bit about whether or not these videos are of any value or not. Just from the standpoint of somebody who's done a fair amount of actual training with live instructors, over 200 hours this year alone, which, I'm not claiming any uber awesome tactical knowledge. I'm just saying that's something that I've done, so it gives me a certain perspective. Now, these videos have been around for a long time, not just Magpul, but before them there were companies like Paladin Press, which has been a firearms material publisher for a long time, and and there have been new things that have come out too, things from companies like Tactical Response, Suarez International, Magpul, of course, and Panteo Productions. For the longest time in the industry, prior to Magpul, most of these videos kind of had a low budget feel to them, and there was kind of almost a market built around keeping them low budget in feel. I know that Paladin Press used to kind of market things as though you're getting the secret inside knowledge, and we'll send it to you in a plain brown wrapper so that nobody knows that you're getting the uber ninja secrets. That kind of marketing approach. So that had that certain kind of cachet about it. But Magpul raised the bar in terms of both production quality and in some ways in terms of the quality of the production that you receive. But can you get anything out of these things? I mean, some of these things cost, I think I've seen some videos from Gunsight that are like $20, and I've seen some, and those are pretty good actually, and some other things from Thunder Ranch that are decent, and the Magpul stuff can be 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks depending upon whether you're getting 3 videos, 4 videos, which one of the series you're getting and things like that. So are you getting your money's worth there? I've got a certain perspective on that based on my experience, both as somebody who watches all this stuff because it's my very expensive hobby and takes a lot of training. So let me tell you what I think. As a standalone training tool, if you're not going to do any other training and you're just going to watch these videos and you're going to work out what you can work out just from watching the videos in front of the screen and doing with unloaded guns, please. The value is actually fairly low, I think. There's a lot of entertainment value, and for that reason they're worth the money, but the training value, I think, is kind of lacking. Now, the major reason for that doesn't have anything to do with the quality of the material that's being taught. The quality of the material being taught is usually pretty good, especially on this kind of stuff, like from Panteo or from Magpul, that kind of thing, and the other schools, Suarez and Tactical Response, and the things from Thunder Ranch. I think that Clint Smith's material, it's all very good material. But what I've seen over and over is when I run into people and I'm talking to people who have learned things exclusively from the video, they tend to get an awful lot of things sort of halfway, and mostly not even halfway right, kind of mostly wrong and maybe 30% right. And it's not really their fault, it's just that if you don't have exposure to a live instructor, you tend to not watch these things through the same lens or filter or whatever, and so a lot of things don't occur to you. I've had people show me before, well, here's what Magpul teaches. No, they really don't teach that. Oh, well, here's what Tactical Response will show you. I had a gentleman this year who just simply could not believe that Tactical Response didn't teach something in a particular way because he'd seen it on a video, and I had to say, no, I've been to Tactical Response courses. They don't teach it exactly that way. You kind of got it about 30% right, but about 70% wrong. You really ought to go to the course or take my word for it. So there's an opportunity to get things wrong, and I think it's just because of camera angles or because of the way the screen focuses attention on certain things like that. Certain things won't occur to you. Now, in that vein, though, I think that if you've been to any serious handgun training, beyond kind of like an NRA basic, first steps training kind of thing, from any school, it sort of changes your awareness of training in general to the point where watching a video from one of these companies, even from a different company, you get an additional value out of it because somehow or another the awareness of the techniques seems to be greater. You are looking at it through a different set of lenses or a different pair of glasses then. So buying a video as an add-on to some course that you even took from a different company, I think is a great way to go. Say you took a course from what's a school that doesn't do videos? FrontSight. FrontSight does not do training videos, okay? But if you took a course from FrontSight and then you watched a training video from Panteo or one of these other companies, a lot of things that they teach at FrontSight kind of, even though they're different techniques and a different approach, when you watch, say, a video from Suarez or Tactical Response, you kind of go, oh, I kind of get that. I get how it's different. The contrast becomes more apparent to you, and you're going to get more out of that video than if you just bought the video by itself. So if you've already done some training, don't get too worried about what specific school that you went to and pretend that you won't get value unless you get the video from that school. So it maybe is a good way to get some ideas about different schools and what they teach. That's another point of value that these things offer, is that if you kind of want to use them as a preview tool to see what you might get taught at a particular school, this is not a bad idea. You can watch a video from Magpul and it's kind of like, well, this is my pre-study. I'm going to go to a Magpul course, so I'll get a Magpul video. I'm going to go to a course from Tactical Response, so I'm going to go get a Tactical Response video or a Suarez video or whoever you're going to go train with. This is kind of like your preview material that you can kind of go, oh, I'll watch the video first, and then I'll do the course, and then after the course, I'm going to use this as my refresher for the course. I think that's a great way to use these tools. And that kind of gets to the last part of it, which is if you take a course from a particular school, I think buying the video that goes with that specific course is a great way to keep that material fresh in your mind. I think it's certainly better from my experience than trying to hurry up and write things down, or even with the kind of videos that I've done myself, taping course material or whatever. It's just not the same thing. The material is presented much better in the videos. So you take a course from Tactical Response, buy the Tactical Response video that goes with that course. You take a class from Haley, go ahead and buy the Magpul video or get this Panteo production stuff that he's put out as well. And that's a good way to keep that stuff fresh in your mind. It's almost like you're getting double the value for just spending another 20, 50 bucks on the video. Just a little perspective on training again in the GunFu series, and we'll continue on with more ideas about how to improve your training and get more for your dollar. Videos, a good idea. I'll be doing some video reviews, some specific videos from Panteo Productions and some others as the weeks roll along here. That's Zombie Tactics for today, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.